Oh my, yes! Amazing! Oh! That was nuts! Yes! Oh man. Thanks to my good friend Kevin, I have the privilege of bringing you this 2013 Nissan GT-R. So a little bit of history about this car. So you had the first generations of the Hakosuka and the Kenmari Skyline. Then they had a giant gap. In 1989, they decided to make an all-wheel drive inline-six twin-turbo R32 Skyline GT-R. And then after that, after a few years of production, they made the R33, and then they finally, in 98, decided to make the R34. Then, back in 2009, they decided to remake this one. It's not called the Skyline technically, but it is part of the lineup. You have the R35 GT-R. This car is a twin-turbo V6, and while it doesn't necessarily match the other lineup of Skylines, it still is oh so amazing whenever you're driving it. You still have a beautiful amount of turbo lag, yet a satisfying amount of power after that's over. With that, you have a 6-speed dual-clutch transmission, which I have to say, downshifting and upshifting are incredible in this car because it's a very solid, very cool transmission. However, with launch control, these transmissions are known to break, even at stock power, so you've got to be kind of careful. I love how small the steering wheel is. As odd as that is to say, that's kind of a common theme you have for me in my videos, is I love small steering wheels, and this steering wheel's awesome. And another thing I have to touch on is how large the paddles are. These paddles are very nice. You don't have to, I like how you can keep grip in appropriate portions of the wheel and still shift the car. Also, there's dry carbon fiber all over the center dash of this car, and everything is just, it's gorgeous. And you got these giant back seats back there, which if you have no legs, you'll probably be perfectly fine. But if you do have legs, you probably don't want to sit back there. I wouldn't advise that at all, actually. An interesting fact about the 2013 GT-R is that this is the year they actually introduced 15 more horsepower to the car by changing a couple things with the intake manifold, and I believe the charge piping, and then some valve and ignition timing. And then they also did a little bit better tuning on the suspension as well. So it not only is a little bit faster of a car, it does handle a little bit better as well. Now, it's a common misconception with this car that the car just drives for you. Yes, this car is a very smart, very intelligent car. However, I'm still driving this car. No, you know what? Yeah, no, I'm not driving this car. I'm actually outside of the car right now. I'm not even controlling it. In fact, this car literally is an autopilot. Oh my goodness. Amazing. The traction control light is going crazy right now. The brakes on this are incredible. I can't believe, I was coming over that turn at fast, and I slammed on the brakes, and it just said, okay, all right, I'll stop, that's fine. This car is powerful too. It's nice because, there's not a whole lot of turbo lag, but with any car that has, well, turbos this large, it's just, you kind of feel it. You can downshift, you floor it, there's a little bit of a gap, and then there's the there's the boost, all of the boost. Like I said a second ago, it is a very intelligent car, and it does do a lot of thinking for you. However, in triple R mode, which is what I'm in right now, essentially the car has most of the thinking disabled. However, it still is a very smart car, and it really doesn't let you mess up. However, that's not to be confused, because you can suck at driving and you can crash these cars if you're not careful enough. So, with that being said, I would not overestimate the power of this car to do its driving for you, because it still requires a driver, and if you are a driver, it's just that much more rewarding. Oh man, it's like a giant, like, overpowered all-wheel drive go-kart is what this thing feels like. It's a little squeamish around corners going really, really fast, but it's definitely a manageable squeamish. It's not something that just kind of frightens you. It's kind of the car feeding back and saying, oh, hold on, we got this. I love this car because even when you're not really wanting to go 100%, but you still just, you know, you want to go 50% throttle, but kind of power through a corner just to have some fun, you still feel so much power coming from this car. It doesn't ever take a break, and it's amazing because at the same time, you really don't have to put that much effort and focus into making sure that you don't die, unlike some cars. I mean, I've driven 800 horsepower cars before, and straight line acceleration is something that can be very fun and very amusing. But whenever you incorporate turbo into that, like, I mean, I've driven fast supercharged cars before, but you start incorporating turbo into that, and there's just something that just completely changes the game about that. Here we go, third gear into this corner. Wanting to kind of jerk around. Wow. Oh, I feel like a child driving a very fast car. The only thing, now it does have amazing brakes, but considering, you know, from the speed I was going to the speed I wanted to be at, I think that, I mean, I'm not trying to complain here. I think it could use maybe a stronger set of brakes, which that is why they offer the track pack, and this is a premium, so they do offer that. But in my mind, if I was to be racing this car, I would definitely want a bigger set of brakes. It's not entirely effortless, so don't let anybody fool you into thinking that. But there's really not a lot you have to do to make sure this car has all four tires just completely sucked to the ground. Oh, it's awesome. Here comes another fun turn. Downshift into third. Yes. Oh man, I'm having a ton of fun right now, guys. Oh, we got some nice elevation change right here. All right, don't be too hard on the brakes. I don't want to do a 360 in this car. Oh, yes. There we go, going through these turns. Oh, this is so good. This elevation change is, the elevation change and the banking is just making this so much more fun. Oh, yes. So back end swung out a little bit on me there. So much fun. This car's awesome. This car's amazing. Wow, that exhaust drone is, it's a little excessive, but it's good. It is good. Let me tell you what. I want to say a big thank you to Kevin for allowing me to drive this gorgeous, beautiful legend. This has been an absolutely incredible experience for me, and I want to thank you guys who have sat there and have subscribed to me and been a part of the Shanks squad, because if it wasn't for you, I would not be sitting here in this cockpit right now. I do want to give a shout out to Jason's Pro Detail, because this car has been detailed by him and it looks absolutely impeccable and it's great. If you have any questions for Kevin, he does have a Wheelwell account, so I'll go ahead and put that in the description if you have any kind of questions or concerns about the car. But that is going to conclude this R35 GT-R review. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hit that subscribe button if you have not already done that. Give this video a like, and I will see you guys next video. Peace out, Shanks Squad.